house. We've all had to get used to that, haven't we? What up, Pink ladies, T-birds, just happen to be watchers of my shh. My name is Jimmi Pynk. What I miss? So, thank you so much for joining me. I know it's been a very, 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 very long time. For those 17 of you that popped into my lives, y'all know that I've been dealing with a lot. I know that I was still doing videos after my father's death. I've lost quite a few more people since then. You guys may have not remembered back then that I was moving back in with my mother to help her out after my father's passing. And yeah, it was a much needed break. But I did tell y'all I got lights, even though this one ain't even set up right. Oh, there we go. Well, listen, it's been a long time. We got some kinks to work through. I apologize. I really was going to put on makeup, but I'm going to be honest with y'all, I don't feel like it. And I just got an order for 7 masks. So, RuPaul's Drag Race is coming back New Year's Day 2021. The boost we all needed. But we're all going to be hungover. Yeah, sorry, don't have wine glasses yet. But I got my pink Moscato. I got on my pastel colored wig, which y'all would not believe. I did not know that this was dropping today, and this is actually just the wig that I just decided I wanted to wear today. Like, I went to the post office and shopping and everything with this wig on. So it was meant, darling. It was meant. It was meant for me to join y'all, come back to y'all. It was meant. I told y'all that I would be back when it was Drag Race proper. And we're here now. So without further delay, let's get into it. So I watched the trailer. I looked at the photos. I watched the Meet the Queens. I got my notes. I got my wine. I don't got my cigarette. That's going to kill me. But this is start dropping on the beginning of a new year, and we got to do things. So, Denali. First of all, I love the name because it reminds me of the truck. But, she was a good kickoff because I gotta tell y'all, I watched Meet the Queens first. Which I think if I have the opportunity to do, I'm gonna do every year. I really liked watching Meet the Queens before I watched the promo and looked at the pictures and everything. Because I feel like I got a feel for the queens and then got to see their complete looks. Denali's a cocky so-and-so, ain't she? But I stand her. Like, I was like, okay, we coming out the gate with somebody that is competitive, very confident, not overly cocky, not too cocky for me. She is just like, listen, I was a competitive ice skater. I am here for competition. I am serious about competition. Why are you here if you don't think you the best? And I lived. She's also a black belt, a triple black belt in the martial arts. She's only been doing drag for 2.5 years, and she is our first queen from the state of Alaska. Not to be confused with the drag queen named Alaska. I'm going to tell you, because I watched Meet the Queens first, I did not write down what they had on because I intended on doing this right after watching, and then I talked to a customer who just ordered 7 masks. So I kind of forgot some things. she had on, well, a lot of them had on the powder blue, honey. That was nothing. First of all, wait, can I get into this theme? Can I get into this theme? Like I said, like it was meant, darling. Can we get into my pastel dreams? Can we get into my pastel dreams and this very candy and ice cream and very kawaii? Even like the way they have the RuPaul's Drag Race logo, and I was just like, I live. It is like literally just meant for me to come back right now. Like, it was like they were speaking to me and I was here for it. Which is why I don't have Budweiser, by the way. I went out special and got this once I saw the theme was pastel, because I wanted to drink something that went along with the theme. So we got the little pink Moscato. Maybe we'll have to do a separate video, really talking about the fashions, but the people's fashions I remember them for a reason. Okay? And that's going to be a good point in this video, too, because if I don't remember what you had on while I'm going through this, then that means you ain't have on shit. Okay, so, but I was here for her personality, and I do remember liking her look, but it wasn't anything that stood out to me because I don't remember it. But she was also first, so I really don't remember it. But I did like her, though. I really did like her. Elliot with 2 T's. Elliot with 2 T's, I remember the look because she looked like Madam. I'm going to age myself. Some of y'all don't remember Solid Gold and the man with the puppet named Madam. But she looked like Madam. Like, and that's not a read. It's just she looks like Madam. And I love a big Marge Simpson, Dr. Frankenfurter, big, just necklace with big beads like this big. I stand that. And it was light blue and pink. I love an off-the-shoulder ruffle. I did when I seen the photo. I saw it was pants. And she had a little light blue bows on her shoes. And she had to split at the end of the promo. And I was like, you're one to watch. She's also somebody, she's been doing drag for 12 years. Now, when she said she was a housewife mixed with J-Lo, I was like, bitch, I don't see it. But I did like her. Somebody else that is a classically trained. We have Denali, who is the classically trained ice skater. And we have Elliot with 2 T's, honey. The T and the other T. Ballet dancer. So that's interesting. We'll see. She's not a front runner to me, but I did notice there's like either girls who have done drag for like 10 years plus, and then there are girls that have done it for like 2 years under. Very interesting dichotomy we got going on here. Gat Mick. Gat Mick is our first out during the season trans contestant that I'm assuming has gone through transition, because spoiler alert, trans female to male, and the titties is gone. So I was like, oh, like we have somebody that's actually had reassignment, started getting reassignment surgeries that is competing. Now I wonder if it's because he's trans female to male though. And then also, you know, as usual, it takes Dragula or Can't Wanna Kiki to do something first. I told y'all should watch Can't Wanna Kiki, because last season they also had a trans contestant that was trans female to male but did drag, who was fully transitioned. So that's just interesting. But professional makeup artist, the look was very severe because that face was like stark white and like that mirrored headpiece, but then the outfit was like very like futuristic showgirl. I was here for it. I'm gonna watch you because I feel like people are going to pigeonhole you. And they are going to say you're just a makeup queen and you're going to be like the really like high fashion and put you in a box. So I'm looking for you, Gatmick. I'm looking to see. I'm looking forward to you. Joey J though. Okay, first of all, Joey J's look. Can I have that lavender and black biker outfit today? Like, can I have it? Because you also know that is Jimmi Pynk all day, every day, like that biker, but like kawaii color look. Funny thing, and I'm gonna sidestep a little bit because I ain't talked to y'all in a while. And this is something that you may notice because I'm not going to be able to get engaged. I just don't have the room here. I don't have the room. I don't have the closet space. I don't have means to hog up the bathroom for hours to put on makeup. I have nowhere to pose and take a picture. Like, it's just not going down, folks. I'm going to try as much as I can to be as close to in theme as possible and at least put on a face for y'all January 1st. But the whole full geesh thing is, it's not going to work. Not as long as I'm staying here, and I apologize for that. But, I gotta do what I gotta do, and thank you for rocking with me if you're still here watching this shit. But something that you may notice is in 2020, as things have happened, and you already knew I was going through like this popsicle color stage where it was like a lot of oranges, a lot of reds, a lot of purples. I have started really kind of transitioning out of my traditional pastels. But I would make an exception for this. Like, this is Jimmi Pynk all the way, like that rocker fucking biker edge, but like fucking lavender. I was here for it. I liked the look. Was I a little shook boots when Joey J said, yeah, I don't wear wigs? Sis, you don't wear no wig up in drags? Hey, I'm not even a drag queen and I wear wigs. Like, you don't wear no wigs up in drags? But I gotta tell you, I didn't mind it with this look though. It was very androgynous, which is a side of drag that I really do like. Because of the coloring, Joey did have boobs on. The hair is not unlike, it's not like I've never seen a female with that haircut. So it all worked for me for this look. And I think that the look that you put forward for your promo look should almost tell us everything about you. I really do feel that way. You should be putting yourself out here like, this is what type of queen I am. Boom. And I got who Joey J was right away. First of all, you kept your boy name. You don't wear wigs. Your style of drag is going to be very much an art form. Very androgynous. You're going to toe that line. And I'm totally here for it. I'm here for it. I can't wait to see what Joey does. As Joey said several times, you ain't never had this up on here. And I'm interested. And I'm very interested. Ka Mora Hall. Ka, not Kimora. Ka Mora Hall. I'm bored. Now, stunning to look at. And y'all know how I feel about a monochrome look. Stunning to look at, honey. Stunning. That is very, and she was very classic drag. Give me ostrich feathers. Give me a good old stiff wig in a classic style. Rhinestones in the wig. The wig do not move. And ain't no flow to it. Very that, a corset. Very showgirl. Very that. But on season 13, I'm bored. I'm going to get to somebody else that is very classic drag as well, but for good reason. But for this, I'm bored. And I'm going to say something, and I know some of y'all are going to read me for filth on. The fact that you're mistaken for a pageant girl, and you've never been in a pageant, speaks to your polish, but it also speaks to your I'm stuck in a boxness. it is what it is. I still call it like I see it, folks. Just because I ain't been here for a while, I still call it how I see it. I'm bored. Candy Muse, as soon as I seen her, I was like, this Aja daughter? And it is. And let me tell you, I love her. Candy Muse, I love her. Okay, I love her. I love that wig. Was everything. I love the mint green, because at first it was everybody was like very light blue and lavender, and she came with the mint green. I was like, okay, I'm here for this. I'm here for like the cutout skirt, but I think Dahlia Sin is also worn something like that, but hey, that's her sister. Sis was snatched for the gods. But that personality, I love me a hood bitch, okay? I'm sorry. I love me a hood bitch. That's a hood bitch. That's a hood Dominican bitch from New York. And I live for her. And I'm here for her. And I'm just here for, she just was like, I'm worried about the food because I'm a picky eater. I'm worried one of these bitches ain't going to like me and they ain't going to shave my back because I'm very hairy. I was here for her like, yes, this is my mother. My sister went home first. I just want to do better than these bitches, for real. Like, I live for her. One way to describe me, loud. I'm gonna get the party started, and you know what? I feel like she did, and I live for her, and I was here for her. We all need that girl. How it always ends up seeming like it's always the big girl that's that girl, but with the exception of Angie. But you know, that's why we loved Vanjie. I love me a loud hood New Yorker. Like, that's my shit. That's my tea. Very that. And I live for her. And I can't wait to see what she does because, you know, she's the third member of the House of Aja that made it onto the show. If y'all see me keep doing this, it's because I got, like, these chin pimples, like, dull ones coming out right here. And they're driving me crazy because they hurt. My go-to drag is Ho. Like, I just live for everything she said. And I live for, like, first of all, like, I love to see a big girl cinch for the gods. Like, that cinch was on point. I need to know what she's cinching with. That cinch was everything. I love to see the big girl cinched real good. Like, bitch, I know you can't breathe. But you look sickening. It's worth it. My drag style is Ho. I live for it though. Yeah, but I'm like loving her. I hope she does. I hope we get her a lot longer than Dahlia Sin, and I hope the first look at she got to do some damn broccoli, cause I don't want to see her with the same damn look all season long. La La Ree. We got an Atlanta queen. She's a dancer and a bucker. Surprise! The black girl from Atlanta is a dancer and a bucker. Shocker. She don't really sew. Interesting tidbit. And I don't want to skip because I'm really trying not to fuck up the editing because I have not had to edit a video in a while. And I don't know if I'm going to be as fast at it as I once was. And again, just got an order for 7 masks, and I got to custom design all 7 of them bitches. But considering the fact that her 55-year-old mother, who has been doing drag, also got cast, and you can't sew, you better hope mama is still there when the sewing challenge comes. All I'm going to say. But she says she's a leotard queen. She's a dancer. She said, oh, don't worry. I got some stuff other than leotards. But your promo look was leotard. And not a very good one. I wasn't feeling it. I gotta be honest. I wasn't feeling this look. See, this is somebody's look I remembered in a bad way. You don't want to be remembered for having a bad look. You want to be remembered for having a good look. But I guess at the end of the day, it's a competition. You want to be remembered, period, right? So, and y'all know, I'm here for a good blue-pink black combination. How you doing? If this is your first time to the channel, my name is Jimmi Pynk. You seeing this new evolution of orange and shit. not the case. Very pink, very blue, very black. But I'm like, this is your promo look. Now, for those of y'all that aren't new, you may have remembered me saying, be careful and pay attention to people's promo looks, because sometimes their promo looks will tell you how well they did on the show. Because if you slayed on the show and you made top 4, sometimes your promo look, you be like, I'm going to take it easy, because wait till you see the shit I had on the show. And sometimes that's as elevated as they get. Hi, Soju. So you have to be very, very careful. I did love the wig. I mean, the colors are similar to mine, so of course I love a good dark rooted wig with pastel on the ends. Y'all know this, even though this wig does not have pastel ends. But y'all know I love, especially on a sister of color, I love a dark rooted wig and then goes into those pastel colors. So bravo on the wig, I was here for that. But the outfit didn't wow me. I even love those blue fishnet tights with the blue jacket being the exact same color, but like a bodysuit with like the garters and like it's gonna be a no for me, dog. But I did like her personality, and I do love a queen that could buck the house down. And your mother is there at the same time, who's been doing drag for 30 years, so she must have taught you some real good tricks because you made it to Drag Race in 2 years. So I'm interested to see what she does, though, because everything is not about looks. You got to be able to entertain. We had a queen that says this later on, but we'll get to that. Olivia Lux, who is named after Olivia Pope from Scandal, and just like after season 4 Scandal, I'm bored. She seems lovely. Like, no shade, I do love her personality. Like, out of everybody, I think she's the one that I would just like to sit down and kiki with, have a bottle of wine, watch some movies, go out to dinner. Like, I feel like out of all of them, like, she would be the one that I would, like, really enjoy doing that with. But I'm bored. I'm sorry. I'm bored. Rose. Okay, I gotta tell y'all about Rose, because this is somebody else. Like I said, we should be able to tell your personality based off your first foot forward and your first outfit. I knew who this bitch was as soon as I seen what she had on. Your name is Rose. You had on like this rose gold pink dress with like this 80s punk rock kind of hair, giving me full Jim and the Holograms fantasy, and I immediately knew who you were. And that's important. And the way she spoke, not saying I have a problem, because I do not have a problem with drag queens. It's like, sis, what's the tea? And speak fluent sissy and speak fluent gay. I don't have no problem with none of that shit. Y'all know I live for that. I live for that. But she just seemed really genuine. She considers herself a comedy queen. I wouldn't say that I would have necessarily gotten that from the look. She says she's very camp. I definitely got that from the look. But it was an elevated camp. It was definitely an elevated camp. Things that I do worry about is because, you know, she did say, like, she named herself Rose and she wears pink a lot, which, hello, branding, my name is Jimmi Pynk, I get that. It just makes me wonder if the theme would have been like a red, white, and blue, or not a pastel. What would you have worn? And would I have felt the same way if you didn't come out completely in pink? But yeah, I know who this queen is, and she's another New York City queen, because we got a bunch from New York again. Back again, a bunch of New York girls. But I think she's going to do well. I got a gut feeling about her. I think she's going to do well. Simone, this hair. Okay, first of all, Rest in peace, Natalie DeSille. I may be saying her name wrong. Who just passed away. That co-star with Halle Berry and Baps. But like, she's from Arkansas, but she lives in LA. But she real country. And I kind of live for, she went with this like real country ghetto ass look, but elevated for her promo look. It was giving me Dookie from Don't Drink Your Juice in the Hood, because the hair was very like all over the place, braids like Coolio or ODB, but in a very high fashion hair, like Atlanta hair show or Fashion Week kind of way, with the big bamboo earrings with her name on it, but then like the circles inside the braid also was like the same, like bamboo earring, like shape and words in it. And I guess Gigi Good did her hair. And then like you had on a polo shirt, like with a bra, but it was like fitted to be a bra, which is like insane. I've never seen nothing like that in my life. And do not be surprised if somebody copies that shit and you see some kind of Megan Thee Stallion or Mulatto or what's the other bitch I can't stand, Doja Cat, or any of these bitches with that on, because I was like, bitch, that's sickening. A polo shirt that's a bikini top. Bitch, that's sickening. That's everything. But then she had like a thong with like sagging pants, and she was giving me very Kaya, my neck, my back. Like just that very country, ghetto, but elevated to be drag. So it was elevated and very drag, elevated to be fashion, and also just thin and model-esque. Like, be looking for some shit like that, because you know, like, drag and hip-hop really be like setting the fashion trends if you really pay attention. Be looking for somebody that has something like that on, like real similar, real fucking soon. It was everything. I was really here for this look. But also, I could also see it with her doing this, like, kind of campy, kind of fashion, like, real over ghetto-fied, over dirty South. The golds in the mouth is what really fucking did it for me. I was like, bitch, you got golds in your mouth? Gold up in my teeth. Gold up in my teeth. Don't you demonetize me for that. But like, yeah, but I could also see in her paint, in her body structure, in the pose of her picture, that like she's gonna give you glam. And when she glams up, she is gonna be absolutely stunning, because she was stunning with golds in her mouth and baggy XL pants sagging off her ass and Coolio braids. Okay? Like, I'm looking out for her too. I'm watching Simone. Tamisha Iman, who is Lala Ree's drag mother, who has been doing drag for 30 years, which means, hey, Milan Treasure, you still got a shot, sis. Shouts to James Caldwell. Spill It Boy, I ain't forgot about you. Doing drag for 30 years and does everything. Now, I ain't gonna lie. The wig was a little crunchy. The wig was a little crunchy. The wig could have used a little Dasani, a little Aquafina, a little Perrier. But once she said she had been doing drag for 30 years, I'm like, it's classic drag. It is really classic drag. And when I was just seeing the Meet the Queens, I was like, oh, you're saying you make everything in your jewelry and your hair and you do everything. And I'm like, I don't see anything special. Till the bitch said 30 years. And I was like, the reason why we're not seeing anything special is because we already been watching Drag Race for almost 15 years. And she was doing drag 15 years before that. Bitch, she the blueprint. That's why I look like it ain't nothing new. She the blueprint. It's like when you watch shit and you be like, we done seen this 1,000 times, but don't realize. It's like when you a young person and you ain't never seen the first Matrix, and you watching John Wick and you watching all these action movies and you like watch the Matrix for the first time and you like, bitch, I see this all the time, but you don't know the Matrix did it first. I can even go back to Citizen Kane and say that. You'll feel like, oh, we done seen this 1,000 times, and then you'll go back and see something that you hadn't seen, and really it's the originator. Classic drag. She said 30 years, and then she said back when she was 25, so I'm assuming she's 55, and to be on Drag Race, and then I seen the full outfit, and I was like, I'm here for it. And then you gotta have some skills, because how does your daughter, who's only been doing it for 2 years, get on the same season as you? So you know some tricks, and you're teaching some things, and as long as she don't pull a damn Charlie Hyde, I really think it's time. I really think this season's gonna shake some things up, and I'm calling it now. I think she makes top 5. Doing drag 30 years in the game, I'm calling it now. I think she makes top 5. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm here for Tina Burner. Here for it. This is somebody else branding, folks. Branding. Know who you are right away. They said pastel colors, and everybody wants to go with the cotton candy colors, which is fine. Which is fine. Those are pastel colors. This bitch said, I got my name Tina Burner because I set flames. Well, they don't got pastel. Well, pastel red is pink. And I could have did a soft peach, but no, I'm going to give you the color that's still very, very reminiscent of flame. I'm going to give you yellow. I'm going to give you like this pale golden yellow with these black accents. I love a mermaid dress. That gown was sickening. It was giving me a little bit of fetish, but what set it off was that yellow wig with the red and orange streaks in it, because I was like, okay, bitch, you look like your name is Tina Burner. You look like your name is Tina Burner. I ain't mad at it. Now, where we may have some problems at is that Tina is 39, and Tina has been doing drag for a long time, and she's like a New York legend. It ain't the first time I've heard the name Tina Burner. But you have a real air about you that you feel like these girls has only been doing drag for like 2 and 3 years and learn how to do their makeup off of Instagram and shit are beneath you. You have a real air about that, and that rubbed me the wrong way. I'm still here for you. I still live for you, and I think you're going to fucking slay. And you're probably funny as shit, because a lot of the New York girls are. And I've heard your name for a while. I've heard your name for a while, sis. But that, and I know what she meant by that, and I knew what the sentiment was that she said about that. But when you had her, and it's in alphabetical order, it wasn't on purpose, behind Tamisha, who was like, I'm so proud of my daughter who made it here and only been doing drag for 2 years. Because some people just do have a natural talent, and they do got that grind. And there are tools out here now that the part that's hard about drag, I will 100% agree, is the entertainment factor. You got to be an entertainer. You can be pretty in drag, but if you can't entertain me, what the fuck? But talent is natural. And if they have now have the tools that they can get the looks faster and look good faster, but they already have the natural talent to slay, and they can make it on the same season as you, you can't knock them. You can't. And that I understand how she's feeling, but the way she said it, and this is coming from a blunt motherfucker, the way she said it rubbed me the wrong way, and I'm sure once I post this, because I'm not gonna post it once I record mine. I'm not gonna watch nobody else's reaction to it. I'm sure it's gonna be some other people that's gonna rub the wrong way too. 100%. I'm like, oh, sis, the way you said that was a choice. But I did understand the sentiment, because some people do think, oh, I watched these tutorials and I look pretty, so now I'm a sickening drag queen. And I'm like, well, no. You do need to put it in the work. But at the same time, some people are just naturals at stuff. You don't think sometimes there be people that I'd be like, you just decided to pick up a microphone and do a SoundCloud and now you like get a single on the radio, that don't piss me off sometimes? It does, but hey, at the same time, if they actually got the bars to do that shit, and because of new technology and things that they've learned in their savvy computer, and they can sound that good and that professional and that polished in their bedroom and drop something in a month, they didn't have to do everything that I had to do. They didn't have to go out in the street and sell CDs and go from city to city and meet radio DJs. You didn't have to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't knock the hustle because it's a new school. You know what I mean? Now, if they suck, you can knock the hustle. But some people are just naturally talented, and, you know, it happens. And then finally we have Utica Queen. Loved the outfit. The energy is much too much for me. And it's coming across real fake. Like, that was coming off like so drama queen I'm always on. So much. It's like, it's like, sis, I love the manic Harley Quinn energy that you're giving me, but it's too much. Like, I need you to like smoke a blunt and relax. It's legal in California. When you get out there, I need somebody to, man, this bitch hit a joint. The energy is much too much. It was too much. She was just giving me too much. She was just giving me way too much. But I love this half and half, like Prairie Dawn, half and half. Like, I felt like she described herself well when she said Tim Burton but bright colors. Like, I love the fact that the makeup was split right down the middle. The outfit was split right down the middle. I love that she gave me the Janelle Monáe moment with like the hats on top of hats on top of hats. Like, I love the look. And if that's something she does all the time with the split directly down the middle, and she was like, I live for that, I do too, sis. Work it out. But your energy, bitch, you was giving me too much. Now I gotta get to RuPaul ass. Because this promo. Now, there was some parts of the promo that was giving me, we sent you some stuff on a green screen, and if you got some things that go with green screen that we could just say it's all going to be this color, go ahead, half at it. Kind of like how they did the finale last time, where it was like, we sent you this stuff so that y'all can set up the exact same set. It was giving me very green screen. Not that they were in a room or somewhere with actual pink, yellow, and blue. I know it's not anything new, but it was like real obvious to me this time. And I wonder, because of the COVID restrictions, did they loosen up for them to actually shoot a promo picture, or did they just send them the stuff? Did they send people to each of their house? Did they all have to come out to LA and quarantine amongst themselves and they didn't even get to interact? Only but like one person interviewing them in the room, and that's it. With that person like in a booth somewhere or like covered. Because they did do a good job But do I feel like, and I'm glad we got a promo picture. I'm glad we got the promo picture with everybody together and in theme, and they were able to do all of that, because we missed that. We love that. That sets the tone. That's what gets us excited for the season. We love the Meet the Queens. We love the promos, and we love this is the theme, and discussing that and seeing if given a challenge, because that's really what the show is about. We're going to give you this to do, interpret it your way, and I think we all live for that. And, you know, the season of All-Stars where we didn't get the promo picture, where it should have been the purple and gold, spoiler alert, because that's probably, RuPaul probably just had that dress on. Because you didn't even really have on a pastel color, sis. Like, yeah, it was purple with lavender underneath, but the promo wasn't purple. The promo was pastels. They may have did some editing with that, where that would have been her part on the All-Star promo, because, you know, she don't be there for the promo anyway. All the girls be there, but Ru don't be there. So I'm thinking they used and did some chopping and screwing and some editing magic, and that was actually the All-Stars part of the promo that RuPaul had already shot, and that's why she had on that purple gown. That's what I really believe. But because they had like the lavender underneath, they was like, I will allow it. We just gonna reuse this shit because Ru ain't coming out. You know what I'm saying? And it was something about it slightly off. It was something about it slightly off. But with COVID, we've all had to make adjustments. We've all had to do different things. They were still able to give us a promo and promo photos, and I'm happy with what they did, even though it did seem like it was a little off. Like, something wasn't right. Like, everybody wasn't able to come. Like, some people had travel bans. Okay, we just gonna send a green screen to your house and do this. It was very that. And then when you come on down and we do the interviews on a different date, you know, wear the same outfit. It was very that. But I didn't hate it. And speaking of, because we all have to change. So this RuPaul's Drag Race Season 13 Meet the Queens promo spectacular is brought to you by Nostalgia Mask. Today, I swear, like, it was meant for me to do this, you guys. Because today I had on my Neo from Ruby mask, my Ice Cream Queen. And I felt like the promo was very that. It was very ice cream candy, kawaii, anime. So it was only appropriate I had on my Neo Ice Cream Queen Ruby mask. And like I said, I actually already had this wig on today. So there's that. I started to change it to my pastel tie-dye hoodie. But fuck it, if I wasn't going to put on makeup, it is what it is. But I still somewhat in theme. You can find me on Etsy. The link will be down below. And if you watch this, right now I am running a promo for free shipping. When you get to the promo code, just put in free ship. That's FREESHIP. All capital letters, and you'll get free shipping. And that's just for my pink ladies and my T-birds that watch this video. I do custom everything, okay? It's not just what's shown on the screen. You can do a custom request. I literally can do anything you want in a mask. You want your mammy, your daddy, your greasy grandpappy on a mask, I can do it. But, they make great Christmas gifts. I do t-shirts as well, and I do Christmas stockings. But by the time y'all see this, y'all might want to hurry up because it probably needs to be shipped at least by the 15th so that you can have it by Christmas. Unless you just want it for yourself, then it don't matter. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this. If you got all the way to the end, I appreciate you guys respecting that I needed this hiatus, because I honestly did not think that it would take me this long to do a video. But as you all know, because I'm not the only one. It's been happening to several other people. 2020 has been a rough year for all of us. not just myself, but as far as me and my family, like, it's been like a tremendous amount of loss on top of the COVID and not being able to do the family functions and things like that. And it's just been really, really rough. And I didn't think I needed as much time off as I did. If you were a patron and you fell off, I ain't gonna say you fell off and you chose to remove your patronage, I understand, because I wasn't doing videos. But if you did stick around as a patron and you did stick around, you watched my lives, you watched my old stuff, because I was still getting Google checks and I don't know how, so I know y'all was going back watching backlog stuff so I could still get paid. If you donated money, all of that. I appreciate you guys giving me the time that I needed to get myself right. And I'm not going to lie to y'all and tell y'all I'm 100% back, because I'm not. But I am doing a lot better. And I did tell y'all, like, listen, I was burnt out. It was a lot going on. Maybe I couldn't do all these other drag shows. But when Drag Race Proper came back, I was definitely going to do that. And I kept my promise. So I feel good about that. If you got one, drink one for that. So here's to Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. In the new year, y'all gonna definitely get a video, because RuPaul's Drag Race Season 13, we are back, baby! And also, I still need to work on my worst songs of 2020 list. So, eventually y'all will get another video before January 1st, because I gotta do my worst of 2020 list, which I was working on before this dropped. And then as I was doing this, like I said, I ordered for 7 masks, and all custom, no design that I already have, 7 custom masks. So I gotta edit this, get to work on that, and I cannot thank you guys enough for sticking with me. And as always, keep it greasy. Deuces.
You want to be like me. You want to be like me. You want to eat lunch with the cool kids, don't you? Told you I used to be you, I know you. Never learned to crew politics in high school. Now you earn a few funny looks in my school. I can show you how to hypnotize minds, fool. Like the chicks in the bunny books for fly dudes. Why you? Cause I see your potential.